out there. They're just fucking taking their good old fucking sweet time. It's Friday the 13th. It's snowing outside. We're in fucking Wheeling, West Virginia. Not really a hotbed of stand-up comedy.
Paging Josh Revels. Is Josh Revels in the audience?
And I'm up here in this fucking hot suit. They're down there not even giving a fuck, alright?
Josh Revels. Hey.
My assistant, MIA. Don't know where she is. She's gone. There's a guy down there. Guy down there with a lot of connections. He's looking at this right now. He's thinking, wow, amateur hour. And it's fucking queer. It's alright. I don't mean to be offensive, but it's queer. It's weird. It's the weird version of queer, that definition. I can't call her. Let's turn that thing on. Let's go see the Bigfoot perspective. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Nobody caring. The showmanship. I'm up here in the fucking rafters. This is the guest celebrity hangout. And the only place with light is in the ladies' bathroom. So that's cool. We got a lot of mirrors in there. That's fine. I've worked in shitty places like that before. I'm not a star. I don't expect to have a fucking bed. All I expect is some light. She's taking their good, sweet old time. She's taking all the time in the world. It's okay. It's only 9 o'clock. But hey, you know what? How about we start the show at 1 o'clock? Let's start the show at 3. How about we set up one guitar at 9, we set up another guitar at 1 in the morning, and then we set up the drums at 3, and hopefully by 4 or 5, we'll start one song. That sounds like a good plan, right? I'm a fucking joke. I look like a mog, I look like an idiot. I feel like John Candy right now. I wish I was John Candy because at least he'd be at rest. I'm not rested, I can't deal with this. I've had some shitty shows, and this is probably going to be the king of all shit shows. This is going to be a fucking disaster. That's going to be the name of this show. It's not going to be called the Robert Hibbs Comedy Extravaganza. It's going to be called the Robert Hibbs Disaster Show. That's what it's going to be called. Oh, look who it is! It's my lovely assistant back from the dead.
Hi.
How you been?
I've been downstairs.
Sit here, man. I'm going to chew her out real quick.
Okay.
Show me. Okay, that's what I'm preaching right now.
Okay.
I called you about 80,000 times.
I don't know what it is.
That's cool because we don't need to communicate. I was going to start doing bird calls up here.
I would have heard it.
There's a lot of echoes. If this camera wasn't here, I'm notorious for beating you.
I know you are.
That's one of my traits. That's one of my handles. Robert Hibbs, woman beating comedian. I'm going to do that tonight. You're going to come out. I'm going to beat the crap out of you. I'm a little tense.
I know.
A little fucking tense.
Okay.
No showmanship down
What
there.
do you need?
Well, I need you to get the camera up, but I got a hold of him. Use the old cell phone to call him up. Went up the old elevator. Everybody saw him come up. Thank God nobody's interested in what's going on. Because if people were interested in what's going on, everybody would have followed him up here and saw that the Mog was up here in the shadows. Why is there a fucking man dog upstairs? I'm never doing a show with bands again. Unless, of course, that band is Aerosmith. Oh, it's going to be a good show.
This is uncomfortable.
It's going to be a good show.
Oh my God, it's Bigfoot! For Bigfoot! One more time for Bigfoot! What great things! What great things for life! So, do you guys, who here likes Jeopardy? We have 3 people that crave knowledge. That's good. I'm a big fan of Jeopardy, and you know the thing I like the most about it is whenever Trebek gives an answer, he always
says it correctly with the right punctuation, or he throws his own little tidbit in there. Like he knows what the fuck he's talking about. You know, I really appreciate that he's smart, considering he's from Canada. And so like if the answer is like Florida lays, he'd be like, oh, blah, 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 from this time period in France. You got the wrong one, and he always like cracks wise with the people after they do a true daily double and miss. You can tell he's so fucking happy because he hates his job. But you know, I feel the opposite way. Who here likes Pawn Stars? 3 idiots. I'll tell you why I don't like Pawn Stars, and this is the exact reason why. You ever see when somebody goes in and they're like, oh, I have this coin here from 1834, sir, I would like to sell it to you. And they're like, yeah, and then it cuts to the, you know, the dad or the grandpa or the son sitting there in a chair, and like, the reason why these coins are so popular is because back in this day, they only made 35 of them, and they go through like this big long-winded thing about it. And I understand that they need to find some reason to put that in the History Channel, so that's why they threw that in there. But we all know you don't fucking know anything. You're working at a pawn shop. So I bring in my motorbike from 1913, and all of a sudden you have the goddamn Wikipedia memorized? And we know for a fucking fact that Chumley's fat ass, this fucking cocksuckers can't read. We know it. We know it. So, and that's my way of saying fuck the History Channel. If it was my way, it'd be history, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's wordplay, Holmes. So, coming up next, I got a question. You guys ready for the headliner? Cool. Coming up next, the main event of the night, the very funny, the always absurd, and the always outrageous, Robbie Hibbs. I'm not breathing this heavy. It's just because I'm out of breath.
I'm breathing this heavy because I want to get it on with every motherfucking person in this audience tonight. Yeah! Let's get sexy! Holy shit! It is good to be here at River City! Yeah, let's get this, do this stupid fucking shirt off. Oh, I got my whoop shirt on. It's Whoop Shirt Friday. I'm gonna wear this to my cape. I like to cape it up a little bit. I'm gonna take this shoe off. I like to get real samurai with it up here. My capes, my feet, so I'm free. Like a fucking wraith up here. Can't get enough of it. But, like I said, it's good to be here tonight. Let's hear it for the host tonight, huh? Let's hear it for the hosts. Yeah. Let's hear it for them. Hey, by a round of laughter, how do you feel? Yeah. Come on, you can laugh better than that. By a round of laughter, how do you feel? Yeah. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for River City. That's how I pronounce it, like a ghost cat. River City. Can't get enough. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for the bands tonight. Let's hear it. All right, let's hear it for my lovely assistant, Darlene, everybody. Darlene, the assistant. Might be asking yourself, why do I have an assistant? Well, she's going to assist me in turning my act into a drinking game. So it's a little more entertaining. Because God knows I can't make you laugh on my own. It's fucking impossible. So I figured, if I turn my alcoholism into an entertaining sort of spectacle, I can make a profit and also have a pretty good legitimate excuse to keep being an alcoholic. So, here's how it's gonna work. Every time I say a drinking trigger word, Darlene's gonna come out with a word on this sign. And every time you see it, that means you listen, you hear me, and every time you hear that word, you take a drink. Not a lot, just a little bit. Keep your pace, keep the buzz going. And for those of you at home that might be using a little bit of the glaucoma medicine, got a real bad glaucoma. Moderation is key, remember that, all right? So let's test this out, all right? Darlene, get the fuck out of here, Darlene. Get out of here. I'm already sick of you, Darlene. Fucking cow. I'm sorry, we had a lot of drama, you don't want to get into it. All right, well, let's hear it for the comedians tonight. Yeah, now, Darlene! Darlene, get out here, you're making me look bad. Well, you get the idea. She's bringing me some drinks. She'll bring the sign out next time, but load up because this show is gonna be a rough one. Zing! Another thing I'm doing, see, comedians need catchphrases. So, you can put them on t-shirts, sell them on bumper stickers. So I'm gonna be testing a lot of catchphrases out on you tonight. So every time you hear a catchphrase, drink twice, okay? Zing! Zung you with my zinger! It is gonna be a long show tonight. But hey, let's hear it again for all the fucking talent out here tonight. You put up with them, you're gonna put up with me, I appreciate it. Let's hear it for them! Let's hear it for drinking! Yeah! Oh, hey, how about we hear it for Wheeling, West Virginia? Yeah! Come on! Let's hear it for pepperoni rolls! Woo! Little known fact, pepperoni rolls were made in Fairmont, West Virginia. They were invented in West Virginia. Basically what you do is you take some putrid pepperoni meat, put some cheese on it, roll it in some dough, and bake it. It's essentially a poor man's pizza roll. But speaking of pizza, how about let's hear it for DeCarlo's Pizza! A local Northern West Virginia favorite. Let's hear it for DeCarlo's. Here it is. Hey, DeCarlo's. It might be square to me, but it's still pretty cool. Hey, if you're sick of your pizza looking like triangles, how about you try to go square? Hometown taste and hometown flavor. DeCarlo's. Now, for those of you who may not be from the Great Mountain State, DeCarlo's Pizza is a chain of local pizza shops that are all over the northern panhandle of West Virginia. And does anybody have a map? We have a map of West Virginia? All right, that's all right. Let's just look here. Okay, this is basically what West Virginia looks like. Zoom in on that. Right here, this thumb is basically the eastern panhandle. A lot of jerks from this part. And right here, the back of the hand is like the southern heart, all the good old boys. And up here in this little sliver is the northern panhandle. And not sure who fought for this little sliver of land, but he was a real estate genius. I can only imagine it was some crazy hillbilly on moonshine that just rode up here into Pennsylvania, Ohio, gathered all the heads of Pennsylvania, Ohio, was like, listen right now, I want Ohio, and I want Pennsylvania, and I want it right now. Well, that's not going to happen. Well, I want it because I'm going to make a super state with it. I'm going to combine them and make a whole goddamn army. Okay, you need to relax because that's ridiculous. Well, if you don't give me what I want, I'm going to go crazy in here. All right, well, if this is him crazy, if this is him sane, I don't want to see him crazy, so what the hell are we going to do? Well, he's not getting Ohio. Okay, I got an idea. How about this? We'll give you 1% of Pennsylvania. I'll take it, and I'll take all the pepperoni you got because I'm making rolls for dinner tonight. All right, just get out of here. All right, he hops on his pregnant wife and rides her down the... That's how we get around in West Virginia. We ride pregnant women. We don't ride in cars. We don't ride in horses. Not inside of a horse. That's impossible, but you get what I'm saying. We ride pregnant women until they die. Anyway, like I was saying, this is the northern panhandle right here. And all over the northern panhandle, there's these pizza chains called DeCarlo's with the square pizza. And everybody from the northern panhandle thinks that their DeCarlo's, the one that they grew up in, because we all live in DeCarlo's up here, they think their hometown DeCarlo's is the best DeCarlo's in West Virginia, even though it's all made from the same fucking shit. Right? Just kind of like how baby bird vomit tastes the same, but the baby birds only like their mama's vomit going in their gullet. Let's hear it for baby birds! And baby bird vomit, it's disgusting! It's just like DeCarlo's pizza! No, come on. Just testing your reaction. I love DeCarlo's. I think it's delicious. I don't think it's disgusting. At least the Fallsby DeCarlo's isn't disgusting, because that's the one I grew up with. And it's the best. For those who don't know, Fallsby, West Virginia, little fact, Fallsby, West Virginia is 1 part suburb of Pittsburgh, 1 part coke plant, and all pollution. Now, if you're asking yourself, what the hell is a coke plant? Well, you're not alone because I don't know what a coke plant is, and I basically was born in one. I can tell you this, I'm pretty sure they're not making Coca-Cola, and I'm fairly certain it's not the coke that you snort up your nose. All I know, it's some sort of byproduct from producing steel. Its reason for mass production is a mystery to me. The reason for why it takes up an entire suburb to produce it is also a mystery to me. And if you've gone through there, anyone in the crowd, you'll know that it looks kind of like Satan's meth lab. Or a giant moonshine distillery. Or a third world Ronnie Van Zant memorial flame. Ronnie Van Zant's the lead singer of Leonard Skinner, who made famous the phrase Freebird. They no longer created the song because Freebird is something you just hear at rock concerts. Some asshole's always like, Freebird! It's fucking Jay-Z's up on stage. Freebird! It's a southern rock band from the 70s. Jay-Z is not going to start busting out raps about Freebird. It's ridiculous. But you always hear it. Even in the 21st century, you hear somebody scream Freebird. You know what you never hear? You never hear somebody yell, Jenny from the block! I want to hear Jenny from the block! Doesn't happen. Because she's Jennifer Lopez. Oh, fuck. Jennifer Lopez is pretty independent. She's like 45, wearing like a body stocking on stage. Whew. Look out. There we go. Jenny from the block. All right. Yeah. Jennifer Lopez, no relation to George Lopez or Lopez Tonight. Different Lopez's. Real quick, George Lopez impression.
I know where I'm from, you hear locks in the air. Yeah, we at the airport out. D block from the block where everybody Air Forced out. With a new white.
Not in my house! I just bought that TV! It's the George Lopez show. That's every episode of the George Lopez show. Hey, I'm a Mexican, but I got a house. Is that racist? I don't know. That's what the show's about. He's, whatever. Oh, God. Sweet, delicious beer. Let's hear it for beer, huh? Yeah. That's right. Nothing I love more than Jay from the Block. Keep it going. Keep Jay from the Block going. Because you know what? Don't let this body fool you. I love to dance. Nothing I love more than going to the club and just dance, dance, dancing. Beautiful. Every time life gets me down, you can find me right down here, River City, just dance, dance, dancing my life away. If I lose a job and I can't find friends or family because I'm just dance, dance, dancing all the time, I just come to the only place I know I'm accepted, which is the dance floor, and I just keep dance, dance, dancing. And you ladies, don't lie, you ladies love to just dance, 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 don't you? There's nothing I love more than seeing you ladies just dance, dance, dancing on the stage. I love to just get right up on you. You ladies, don't lie now. You ladies love it when a sexy motherfucker comes up to you, like me, and just starts dance, dance, dancing all over you. I love it. I love to get right up on you, just dance, dance, dance my life away with you. And you ladies, oh, you ladies get that sexy, hot look in your eye when I'm just dance, dance, dancing on you. And you look at me with those sexy fucking eyes. And you look out, and we're just in the heat of the dance, dance, dance. And you scream, what the fuck are you doing in my house? And I just keep dance, dance, dancing. And then you're so into it, you call another sexy motherfucker over. And he comes up behind you and starts dance, dance, dancing up on you. And you're in the middle of a dance, dance sandwich. And then he screams out, oh my God, I think you kidnapped the kids. Where are the kids? And I'll never tell you, because I just keep dance, dance, dancing.
By the rocks that I got the essence. You get back what you
And we keep going, we're just dance, dance, dancing. And then you lean in close. And you're like, oh my God, I smell gas. Oh my God, I smell the gas. I think you cut the gas line. And I light the match, and I just dance, dance, dance over the flames. I fucking hate going to the club. Moral of that story. But I do love beer. Love the bitterness of it. Feel the bitterness of beer represents the bitterness of my fucking heart. That's the emotional part of the show. Fucking, man, fuck life. I'm bitter. Fucking beer's bitter like me. That's why I consume so much of it. My consumption of choice, you see, the good thing about beer is it washes away all your dignity. It's a cure-all for dignity. Just take a whole glass full or 4 or 15. Dignity is right out the window. And my beer of choice, my cure-all, is Natty Light. Yeah! Got some Natty Light fans in the house tonight? Light? Because I don't like my natural full. I like my natural light. Okay, because it doesn't make sense. What does natural light mean? Thought that joke was going to go over a little better, but I guess not. Everybody knows that natural full exists. What are you talking about? Natural full is like a whole fucking case of it in the aisle. Yeah, I'm the fucking idiot because I think natural light sounds stupid. Whatever. But anyway, I love Natty Light. I can't get enough of it. And the only thing worse than the taste of Natty Light is the fucking advertisements for Natty Light. I don't know if you've seen these, but a lot of the billboards around have these absurd advertisements where they try to include phrases with the word natty in them into the English language, like that's ever going to catch on. Some of them are like, Natter Day, the day you start drinking natty, or the day you need to get your stomach pumped. Or like, Nattaboy, the day somebody hands you a natty. It's what you say to them when they hand you a fresh natty. What you should say is, Nat's the worst thing I've ever tasted in my life. Get Nat away from me right now. I'm gonna puke all over Nat. But as bad as it tastes and as bad as the ads are, I would fucking love to be their spokesperson. I think I could be the Dos Equis man for Natty Light. I mean, look at me. I look like I was fucking breastfed on this shit. So, I already got the perfect commercial. Here's the commercial, okay? two Jersey Shore fucks come stumbling out of a strip club. They had their collars popped, their hair's all gelled, crusted with gel. They smell kind of like stripper and vomit. They're kind of stumbling around all over the place in the city, high on pills and all drunk on Jägermeister. And they wander into this upscale bar. They pop a cigarette out of their mouth, try to light it. Some guy's like, hey, you can't smoke that in here. What the fuck, bro? You got a fucking problem? Disrespect? So the lady bartender comes up, hey guys, can I get you something to drink? Yeah, oh, and he starts looking up. He sees nothing but top shelf liquor. He doesn't know what to do. Oh, he looks down in his pocket. He only has 2 bills left from the strip club. Can I just get a cup of Natty? A cup of Natty? What's a cup of Natty? A cup of Natty? What are you, stupid or something, bitch? Bouncer throws them out of the club, like Jazz from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Just throws them right out of the club. They land on the ground, they get back up. What the fuck, man? You want some of this disrespect? And as the bouncer leaves them, I come out of the shadows. Because, of course, the Natty Light spokesperson would be a creepy homeless man. And I come out and I see them. I'm like, boys, having a bad night? What the fuck, you want some too, homo? Whoa. No disrespect. I just wanted to send you the invitation to the party. And I hand them 2 ice-cold cans of Natty Light. And as they look at the ice-cold cans, they start to hear old 90s rap music. They look up. They're in the middle of a white trash fiesta. It's in the middle of a burned out basement apartment. There's people in one corner taking beer pong way too seriously. There's people in another corner doing lines of coke and then fucking jacking off the YouTube clips. And then there's fat bitches making out with skanks. Skanks are pissing all over the place. There's people crying and screaming, and as they're taking this all in amazement, these 2 underage girls that are topless pop up, take their natties, crack them, pour them into red cups, hand them back, and ask for a bum a cigarette. Hey, can I bum a cigarette? 2 guys look at each other, excitement. Ownage! Freeze frame, title, Natty Light. Stay natural. Let's hear it for Natty Light. All right, whoa. Look out, I'm entering another dimension. Okay. Thought I was entering the vortex or something. Love beer. Another good thing about beer is it helps with the pain of having to live a lie as a heterosexual. It helps with the homophobia. It makes me sleep with anything. Get that out of here! I don't want to see that anymore! I was just thirsty. That's all. It was just a joke. Okay, it's a comedy show. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. All right, I'm not gay. I'm not even a homophobe, okay? The only thing I'm afraid of when I'm around a bunch of flamboyant homosexuals is whether they're going to start belting out show tunes. That's the only thing that scares me. Can't stand it. I think that's what should be illegal in the gay community. Not gay marriage. Just whether gays should sing show tunes. That should be treated with extreme prejudice, okay? They should handle that like they handle the marijuana laws of California and Amsterdam. Fucking, if you're a homosexual male and not a professional Broadway performer, you have to get a special permit to sing show tunes. And with that permit, you can only sing show tunes in pre-designated clubs and in the privacy of your home. Okay? Show tune prohibition is Congress's bargaining chip for gay marriage. Okay? Goes something like this. Okay, so you're a homosexual male and you're looking to marry another man. Is that correct? Why, are you interested? Okay, funny. That's funny. No, we'll allow it. We'll let it be legal, but you have to agree to never sing show tunes again for the rest of your life. Oh, I don't know. Let me confer with my counsel. What do you think? What do you think we should do here? Yeah, that sounds good. How many show tunes am I not allowed to sing? And do I have the choice of not singing certain show tunes that I don't like? No, you have to stop singing all show tunes! Oh, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, tough to call. How about never, 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 never? That character was called the Gay Wizard. Because when he's saying never, never, rainbows are blasting out of his hands. Never, never, never. I love tunes from shows. Everything turns into a rainbow. It's kind of ridiculous that I'm doing this with a whole fucking lake of Natty Light on stage. I hope I didn't mess up any of the equipment. It looks pretty solid. I'm kind of sopping around up here in a natty swamp, but that's all right. Wouldn't be the first time. Snare drum. If show tune prohibition really happened, which is absurd as that is, if it really happened, you would stop seeing gay marriage. It wouldn't even be talked about anymore. What you would see is Washington go down in flames. Or should I say, flamers, za, 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 zing! Oh my God. You know what's pretty ridiculous? Speaking of gay, I want to tell you a little story about a man I met named Jeff. Okay, Jeff, well, this story happened over the holidays, real magical Christmas tale. Me and my friends went to a bar, a local joint, and we ran into this character named Jeff. And from the moment we walked into the door to the moment we left, Jeff never stopped hitting on us. Just kept hitting on us incessantly. And just to give you a description, he was in his 50s, he was very tall, very lanky, he had a long brown sweater on that went down to about here, he was wearing baggy khakis, he had sloped shoulders, a very large, oversized head, looked kind of like a real-life King of the Hill character, if you're familiar with the show. Kind of looked like Dale, if you know the show. Looked like Dale, but he had a bigger nose, he had kind of poofed up hair, I guess he was trying to look his finest that night. And, well, the reason I'm giving you this description is that in case you run into him in a bar, you know to run in the opposite fucking direction, okay? Because it's bad enough if you get hit on if you're a girl or a guy, but it's even worse when you can only stand every third word that guy says. Because Jeff was a low talker, okay? A real low talker. All right, so kind of like this. Hey, what's going on? You want some beer? You like some beer? I like some beer. And the only reason you can hear it is because I have a fucking microphone. All right? Hey, so what's going on? You buy you a beer? You look like you like beer. I got beer back in my apartment. You want to go get some beer? What are you talking about? You want to buy me a beer? Yeah, I guess I'll take a beer. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. He was doing that shit all fucking night. All right? And you see, before we got there, he was already clinging to another group. He had hit on us and then went to this other group. And all you heard was the other groups just get angrier and angrier. You just heard, what's that, bro? I can't understand what you're saying. Bro, you gotta speak up, bro, because I can't hear you. Come back to my apartment. Listen, I can't understand a fucking word you're saying to me right now. If your end game here is to get me back to your apartment, it isn't gonna fucking happen, all right? I thought maybe you want to go back to my apartment. All right, we're leaving. All right, see you later. No, you stay here. We're leaving. Good talking to you. Okay, well, I'll meet up in my apartment some other time, I guess. All night. And when those guys left, he clung to us, okay? And it was just one fucking come on after the next. He was just like, oh, hey, can I get you a beer? Can I get you a beer? And I shamelessly accepted the beer because I'm a broke comedian, okay? And it was free beer. So he's giving me beer after beer, and I was trying to just hide it from him. I was trying to drink my beer in silence. But just because the beer didn't cost anything didn't mean that it didn't come with a price. Because he started mumbling about things like, hey, you look pretty strong. I'm pretty strong. I got an ab lounge back in my apartment. If you want to check out my ab lounge, we can work out together. What are you talking about, an ab lounge? I don't know what you're saying to me. You like to drum? I like to drum. I like to drum sometimes. You look like a drummer. You like to drum? I have a drum set back to my apartment. I don't know what you're saying. You just look like you like to dance. You like to dance. I like to dance. I like to dance a little bit. We can dance back in my apartment. And even though I understood that he desperately wanted somebody back in his apartment, he just started dancing. He went from a desperate man in search of a lay to a 5-year-old trying to impress me. And every 5 minutes just tapped me on the shoulder. Hey. What do you want, Jeff? I just want to show you some moves. What do you think of that? You like that? You like that? You want to dance sometime? You want to go back to my apartment and dance? You want to do that? You want to do that? How about this? You want to dance like this? How about that? How about that? And he did that for the rest of the night. Every time I looked at him, hey, check it out. We holding again? Okay. Woo! Yeah, that's my fault. That's my fault. Hey, let's hear it for the sound guy, ladies and gentlemen. He's doing the best he can. I got beer all over his equipment. He's pissed. I'm in a lot of trouble. Let's have fun tonight. Ah! Is it working? Okay. So anyway, Jeff was trying to rape me back in his apartment. Oh, we got two. We got two now. I'm just going to do this the rest of the night. Whatever. Anyway, how many times can I say, Jeff, rape me? You kidding? Is this a joke? Okay. I swear to God I didn't plan this. I wish I did because it's fucking awesome. Okay, Jeff took me back to his apartment. He put in an instructional dance DVD. And one slice of salt later and about 5 cocktails later, we were really raving it up. We were both just hand-groining up, just one after the next. I was a pro by the end of the night. And there we go. It was just raving. We did this for like 4 hours. I don't know if it was something in the cocktails, but it was just so fucking fun to just keep doing this. And we were standing right in front of each other like this. And the heat. There was so much heat being built up from our crotches. I think that's what he was doing, just warming up his loins, you know, getting ready. We were warming up each other's loins. And at some point, I started rubbing body glitter all over myself. Now, I caught myself in one of the studio mirrors, and the light was reflecting off me, and I wondered, where the hell does glitter come from? Does anybody know? Does anybody know what glitter's even made out of? Well, sure enough, I found myself in Jeff's library looking up glitter answers in his set of Encyclopedia Britannica. Now, Jeff told me he won the Encyclopedia Britannica on the Carmen Sandiego show, but I wouldn't buy that, okay? Because he's a pretty ridiculous character. I mean, a fun guy, we had a lot of fun, but he did try to rape me in his apartment. So don't listen to a word he says, because that's what this is all for the rape. That's going to be my new catchphrase for my next comedy show. It's going to be this, for the rape. Rape's a little sensitive subject. I'm going to stop saying that word. But, you know, I looked up in one of the Encyclopedia Britannicas and I found the answer to what glitter is made of and where it comes from. And it's hard to believe, but all the glitter in the world actually comes from fairies' asses. It's a true statement. It's in the Encyclopedia Britannica. It comes from fairies' asses. There's a special gland inside the fairy's stomach that secretes a biochemical propulsion agent that they fart out of their asses to launch up into the air. If you don't believe me, just watch Tinkerbell, okay? Because if you look at Tinkerbell, you look at the back of her legs while she's in the air, that dust isn't coming out of her fucking wings, okay? It's coming straight out of her ass. It's not pretty. And they don't fart that ass dust out willingly and sell it to stores. Trolls deep within the German forests lure the fairies into traps using gumdrop promises and kitten smiles. I don't even know what that is. But it's like crack for fairies. And they go in and they start eating it and they fucking net them and bring them back to the glitter factories. And they just start pumping that glitter out of them until they die. Okay, the glitter that Crayola uses in their products, the glitter that is in Ross art kits, the glitter your children may be using to make you a special card, the glitter you use as a child to make a special Valentine, all is ass dust from fairies that is raped out of them by troll machines. I think I was on a lot of ecstasy at Jeff's house. But I'll tell you this. I will tell you this, whether that's true or not, that would make a fantastic episode of the Magic School Bus. Climb on the Magic School Bus, take a trip through time. Wherever the hell that line was. That show was fucking ridiculous. I fucking hate children's shows, and I fucking hate educational children's shows, because I think they just put a lot of false ideas into young kids' minds. Okay, I mean, think about it for a second. If you were a fourth grader who got this teacher with the magic school bus, you were the luckiest fucking fourth grader on the planet. Okay? Can you even imagine what that was like? Hey man, you won't believe it. I got Miss Frizzle. She has the magic bus that turns you into stuff and we go on adventures. Who'd you get? Mr. Jarvis. Oh, what does Mr. Jarvis do? Does he have a magic bus? No, he has book reports. Oh. Well, we're going to go tour the magic school bus if you want to come check it out. She's going to turn us into birds and we're going to learn how magical it is to fly. You want to come with? No, I got to read Rumblefish. Actually, I would rather be in Mr. Jarvis's class reading Rumblefish because the more you think about it, the more it seems like the most terrifying experience on the planet to be on the magic school bus. I mean, every day you're being zapped into a goat, a fucking butterfly, you're being flung into the space, you're being sent through time, you're being shrunk down and entering your friends' bodies and being eaten by white blood cells. Every fucking question is always answered at the whim of a hippie teacher with an iguana on her shoulder. Hey, Miss Frizzle, how do fish breathe underwater? Get on the bus. Zap, you're in the middle of the ocean being chased by a shark. Hey, Miss Frizzle, why is the sky blue? Well, get on the bus. Zap, you're in the middle of the ozone as an ozone molecule being fried by UV rays. Hey, Miss Frizzle, what happened to the dinosaurs? Get on the bus. Zap, you're in the middle of the dino apocalypse and the T-Rex is about to eat you. Every fucking question is answered with a death-defying nightmare ride in the magic school bus. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And how lazy of a teacher was Miss Frizzle if she relied on a magic school bus to teach fourth grade? Okay? It's fucking fourth grade, all right? It's not rocket scientist. Did she write one lesson plan? No, she had the bus do all the fucking work. What kind of bus is powered by, what magic powers that bus? Is it fucking dark magic? I think so. I'll tell you another thing. I think the magic school bus shouldn't have been wasted on fourth graders. It should have been fucking studied by scientists to solve world problems. That's what should have happened. It's ridiculous. And you know what? How do these kids get their parents to sign off on all these field trip permission slips? Hey, Dad, can you sign this? Another one? Give me this. What is this? What does this say? Where are you going? Oh, we're gonna be turned into bees to see what it's like inside a beehive. That's it. You're staying home tomorrow. No son of mine is gonna be turned into a bee. You're staying human. But Dad, come on! I want to know what it's like to be a bee. First day of school was a goat. Second day was a cucumber, and now you're gonna be turned into some queer bee. It isn't gonna happen. Not on my watch. Dad. That's a kid. Thank you. That's a character that never made it on the Magic School Bus show. The homophobic dad that thought his son being a bee would make him gay. You're not going to be a queer bee in my house! But, it's ridiculous. I think, if you were a kid in the fourth grade class with the Magic School Bus, you were fucking ruined for life, okay? Because you were spoiled rotten. Every fucking problem that you ever had was solved with a magic school bus. What's going to happen when little Ralphie grows up and has to join a Latino gang to fit in with high school? Where's the bus then? Is the bus going to bail him out of jail when he commits a murder? Is the bus going to zap into a lawyer and represent him in court? Hell no. What about when little Alex becomes addicted to smack? Is the bus going to zap him to a rehab center so he can kick his addiction? Huh? Is the bus going to turn into methadone and wean him off the junk? I don't think so. Where's the bus? Where's the bus when little Sally has her first period and she doesn't know what's happening to her body? Is the bus going to turn her into a tampon and zap her up a snatch so she knows what's going on? Where's the bus? I think that the Magic School Bus should either be made into a horror film or it should be rebooted to fit more gritty issues that kids face today. In fact, all children's shows should have a gritty reboot so kids know what life is going to be like when they grow up. So they don't grow up with any false expectations. Because that's what happened to me. I'll tell you right now, if the TV showed me what life was really going to be like, I would have not become a stand-up comic, all right? Would have fucking turned off the TV and learned how to fucking do a trade. Or fucking become a doctor. Cure a disease. Make a fucking bridge. Become a fucking engineer. People need diseases cured, and they need to travel over large bodies of water to cure them, all right? Anybody can tell a fucking joke. I'm bitter like the beer. Za, 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 zing! That's why I should have became a doctor, right there. My dad saw that, he would have fucking had a heart attack. My son, all the potential. He wanted to be a queer bee. That's what I feel like most of the time. You know, let's reboot them all, okay? Bob the Builder, how about Bob the Contractor, age 40? That's the name of the show. It takes kids on Bob's life as he has to deal with the daily stresses of running his own contracting business. It shows kids how to, make a 30-degree easement. How it shows kids how fucking difficult it is to lay brick, but how important it is to have a fucking skill. All right? And the only time the tools start talking to Bob and moving around is when he almost overdoses on pain pills to try to combat the agonizing pain from his knees and spine from having to do years of back-breaking physical labor. He starts hallucinating. Use us, Bob. Oh, I gotta finish this bridge. Dora the Explorer? How about a little girl gets lost forever? They shove a kid off the sea, and it shows 5-year-olds the horrors of trying to circumnavigate the globe on your own. Bear Grylls could host and lecture. Blue's Clues, is that still on? How about we revamp it? We call it Blue's Clues SVU. And they have to find real clues to real crimes. What's that, Blue? Another dead hooker in the alley. Where's she at, Blue? There's a trail of blood. Let's follow it, kids. We are following the blood trail. Let's follow the trail of blood. Oh my! What do you think happened, Blue? Foul play. What do you think, kids? Let's investigate. And they become forensic analysts. They go into a fucking crime lab. They have that machine in the Dark Knight that just shot bricks for no fucking reason. Okay. And they have one piece of evidence they can't find, so they go back to the crime scene. Let's go back to the crime scene. We'll use our car. They go back to the crime scene. Kids, can you help us find out if the hooker OD'd or got stabbed? What's that, kids? There's a heroin needle and a bloody knife? We should solve the crime now. She was killed by her pimp. Fuck that dog. The dog sucks. Oh. I know it's dark, but it's the 21st century. Come on. We're living in dark times. 21st century, more like 21 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Zing, zing, zing! Rah! Zing, 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 zing! Cut down my cherry zinger tree. Fuck you guys, it's all shit. It's all a bunch of shit. I hate to end the show on a downer, but it's all shit. It's all just a big ball of shit. That's right. Thank you, Darlene. Thank you for the backup. Darlene, let's hear it for Darlene again. It's all shit. She ain't lying. It's all shit. When you think about it, shit is the great equalizer. Shitting is the great equalizer. We don't talk about it because, well, I'm glad we don't talk about it because it's disgusting. But we try not to think about it. We try to ignore the fact that all of us shit when we know it happens. It happens in every fucking building in America, okay? Toilets don't just make themselves, all right? We all shit. Common fact. I learned that in the Magic School Bus. They all got zapped in the turds and traveled in the sewer. Learned about shit. It's one of the lessons that stuck. And it really is the great equalizer. When you really think about it, everybody's shitting is the great equalizer. Levels the playing field for humans, dogs, cats, animals, crocodiles, everyone and everything on this planet in the universe shits. Okay? From the president to the dog to a tree to the sun, it all shits. The whole universe is just a big old huge shitstorm going through the cosmos. Big Bang? How about the big shit? It's all shit out of everything. And the thing is, everybody shits. It's ridiculous that we just ignore it because, let's think about it for a second. A QB, okay, a fucking Super Bowl quarterback, right after he throws a game-winning touchdown pass and clutches the Super Bowl victory, after the press conference, after he parties, he goes home and he takes a shit just like you and me after we watch the game. That happens. Kim Kardashian, Lindsay Lohan, Justin Bieber, they're all over the TV. They have all kinds of deals. They get all kinds of photo shoots. And right after they sign another movie deal, they go somewhere and take a shit just like a 300-pound trucker from Wisconsin. You can't deny it. The earth does it. Everything on the earth, every ecological system on the earth is just one giant shit cycle. Okay? Here's how it breaks down. All right? A bear shits in the woods. That shit shits apart and goes into the ground, and the ground shits out a tree. The tree shits out seeds. The seeds shit out other trees, and those trees eat carbon dioxide and shit out oxygen into the sky. The sky starts to make clouds, and so a bunch of shit happens in the clouds I don't really understand. And then the clouds shit out rain onto the ground, and the ground shits out ditches. Ditches shit out streams. Streams shit out rivers. Rivers shit out lakes and tributaries. And then they all become giant corridors for shit. All the fucking eroded rocks, all the fucking earth minerals, all that animal shit and plant shit all get piled in together in the shit stream and either re-shitted back out into the ocean or re-shitted back out into the forest where the whole shitty process begins again. It's all shit. It doesn't stop there, okay? Because all that shit piles and piles up and makes more and more shit. Mountains of shit start to rise. Then fucking hot shit spewed from the bowels of the earth create volcanoes. And the reason all that shit comes out of the bowels of the earth is because the sun is shitting gravity on Earth nonstop, making it spin around constantly on its shitty axis, causing it to get a little tummy ache. But for all the problems the sun causes, it also shits out light to keep this whole big brown shitball warm and moving on through the big shitty cosmos. But here's the thing. We all kind of get this. We all understand it. We don't talk about it. But what's really crazy is we're not ready to even fully accept or understand any of this shit, because when you sit down and try to think about it, it's some really mind-blowing shit. All right? And right now, we know all this. We know that shit's the great equalizer, but we refuse to accept anybody's humanity and shit because that's just a little hard to figure out. But right now in the 21st century, it's not about everybody shitting. It's about status, which is where you shit or why you think your shit doesn't stink. So even though the President of the United States and I both shit, he gets the shit in a stall surrounded by 3 other pieces of shit that can shoot any shithead that comes in and tries to pop him off on the toilet, whereas I have to shit in a broken toilet before the show and come up on stage and try to talk about a bunch of shit I don't really understand. But who gives a shit? Because I'm just trying to get you shit-faced. That's why I had that. It's all a big shit joke. Like you didn't hear enough of those already. But you know what? I don't want to end the show like this, guys. I really don't. I want to end this on a positive note because all that shit talk is a real shitty way to end the show. Zing, 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 zing. I'm getting a lot of singers on my jackpot here. Zing, 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 zing. I'm going to take these to the zing bank and cash them in for more singers. That zinger didn't go over too well. It's a shitty way to end the show. I don't want to do that. Guys, I want to get personal with you. I want to get more uncomfortable with you, okay? I want to communicate with you. And to communicate, I listen to the experts. The experts say the best way to communicate is through the magic and splendor of dance. And if that's true, then I'm about to communicate all over you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Robert Hibbs. I can't thank you enough for coming out. You've been a fantastic audience. I hope you had a fantastic time. Hope it wasn't too shitty. And I hope after tonight you don't just remember me as Robert Hibbs, but remember me forever as Sexual